Well, the plan for today has taken a turn many times. Now, I mentioned in my last video that I was initially planning on doing 2 big things before the track day, which is tomorrow. One of them was getting a hydro in the car, and the second thing was coilovers. Now, I ended up having shipping problems with both of those key things. So, my backup for one of them, for the hydro, was to find something I could use locally. I last minute sourced a hydro kit that I could use. It came with the lines, fittings, and everything. And today we found out that my Z is one that actually needs a fitting adapter. It's not very common and very few Zs need this, but my Z is one of the few that need it. However, it is Saturday, it's the weekend, and all of the specialty fitting places close very early. I had a shipping problem with the one I was supposed to get. I then find one locally, get all the stuff for it, the full kit, the whole 9, and then my Z is the weird one that needs some fitting that we don't have. So, boom, hydro not happening before it rained. I was super bummed about it, but I have some good news. At first, the coilovers from BC Racing got held up in shipping and just couldn't deliver to my building for whatever reason. But luckily, by some miracle, we got them. We got the coilovers last minute today. Like, the day is going to be saved, and we are going to get at least one of the 2 things that I wanted to have done, and that is the coilovers from BC Racing. It's been an interesting week, man. That's all I can say. I'm really glad that Adam's car is sorted because it is now the evening and we have a lot of work to do, but I'm just excited that I'm getting at least the coilovers on this car, and then Adam thinks he can rig up something with the e-brake so I could maybe kind of use it at range. I have a Z, and there's not many more things that need to be done to it to make it an awesome ripping machine. So today, I'm going to be installing my BC Racing coilovers on my VERT 350Z. Again, I'm doing the exact same setup that I have on the Barbie 350Z, and the DS series from BC Racing now comes drift spec when you order it. So you'll have the same spring rates that I have on my Barbie Z and now my VERT Z. Let's get into it. Man, the past couple days with Adam's cars here too, the shop aesthetic has just been vibes. I love it. And inside, we got his S13 and then my VERT 350Z. These cars together just are wild in front of the shop.
Not sure if it's gonna work, but I'm gonna give it a shot.
What are you doing?
What?
I said, what are you doing?
Princess over here was gonna refuse to drive without a handbrake.
Whatever.
So I'm gonna make her the world's first non-hydraulic 350Z hydro handbrake.
Yeah. This is the solution to my hydro problems. Oh wait, it's gonna go up and everything? That's funny.
I got you.
Oh, that's really crafty of you.
Gotcha.
I am impressed. Well, while he's doing cool e-brake fake hydro things, I'm gonna start on the coilovers. I'm doing the same exact setup that is on my Barbie 350Z, getting the DS series from BC Racing. Get out of here.
Oh my god.
Respawn of ancestors and I'm blessed, They are not him, tell him fess up. I get check stub, hella carefree, nothing scares me, hella reckless. Yeah, I got next up, right? No, we not the same, cause see when I look in your iris, you likely to talk but not ready to ride. You do better keeping it quiet. My pen is ignited, my soul is enlightened. I like who I am, but I'm biased.
see it, what are your first impressions?
I'm just trying to make you happy, and it might break, but if it gives you a couple good smiles, then it was worth it.
Okay, I'm excited to see it now.
It's not the prettiest, but it's more structurally reinforced than it looks, I promise.
Yeah, oh my god! Oh my gosh!
There's lots of brackets and metal reinforcements underneath it.
Oh my god, I love it!
There's probably a way to do it.
I'm dying right now. Wait, can I open this?
Yeah. I tried to, I wrapped it with foam too, because there's lots of sharp metal things that can cut you.
Wait, what sharp metal
So
things?
if you want it to last longer, the lower you hold it, the less strain you'll put on it.
Yeah, that makes sense. This is so funny.
It feels pretty good though, right? Like it's a lot stronger than you'd think.
Yeah, the leverage is nice actually. Oh my gosh.
I'm pretty confident that this will work.
I love the extra effort with the colors here. Oh, thank you. I love it, yeah. I'm a lot happier now to go to Grange.
Great princess.
I was making a big deal about not having one and going to Grange. But to be fair, it's because you said it would not be fun.
I say a lot of things, right? I say that one car is my favorite, and then next thing you know, it's not. I say that...
That's true.
You know, I'm not going to ever buy any more cars, and then I buy 3 more.
Well, there you go. I love it. It's so cute. Oh my gosh.
If you weren't a girl, I would say just man up and use some leverage, but...
Wow.
I understand that might be hard for you. When you go to Japan, though, you're going to have to learn.
No hydro in Japan?
Nope, I forbid you.
What? Well, thank you. I love it. It's really cute.
Right.
And you got the shifter clearance and everything?
I didn't measure that, so hopefully it works.
No,
Does the handbrake feel a little bit tighter now? I just adjusted the other side. Feel it? Feel a little better?
I mean, a little bit. It's hard to...
There's some slack I can take out of the cable, too. I just don't want to go too crazy. There's 2 points of adjustment. You adjust the shoe, and then you adjust that 10 mil there, and then that'll snug up the cable.
Probably more snug if, like, I feel like it's, like, engaging up here. Right?
Pull down lower.
Oh, yeah, that's better.
Yeah, because there's going to be stretch in it. That's just part of cable handbrakes.
I mean, is there a risk of over-tightening it?
Yeah, it just drags.
Yeah. Whatever you
think. Like I said, this might last. The worst case scenario is that little button in there that's duct tape pops out and then it locks up and then we have to take the whole thing apart.
That'd be so sad.
It's okay.
It's not gonna happen though. I liked it.
If this works though, as well as I think, you'll probably be able to just use normal like pull-up handbrake. But this is your crutch for now.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Alright, now I can help you do coilovers.
Okay, thanks. One thing I didn't have to do on my Barbie 350Z was the bucket delete. So my car, when I got it, already had true style coilovers on it. So someone already went through the effort of deleting the bucket spring and installing an arm. So that is another thing that I'm gonna be doing along with putting on the BC Racing coilovers.
Still, I'm not somebody to be played with. Keep it all the way 1,000. I don't remember how the ground feels. I left the city, I've been browsing. Treading water that they drown me. My head on the swivel. Yeah. It's only really my surroundings. They keep it all the way 1,000. I don't remember how the ground feels. I left the city, I've been browsing. Treading water that they drown in. My head on the swivel. Yeah. It's only really my surroundings. Can't stop, won't stop. Till I tour the world when the glow trap. Better keep it dope at the stove top. Type of thing I hide in a tube sock. I done skipped town on a new block, but I'm still around if you just not. Better hold it down with a groove drop where I kick down for the crowd, a balloon pop. Bet they come around for my moolah. Better run them out of town for they hoopla. Queen, she a hun like Mulan. Everything the hoes what they were, but they just not.
Alright, I got the second bucket spring out. One of the bolts on the actual bucket was seized, so Adam helped me out and got that one out. So we are good to go. I'm gonna end up doing the tow arms last. So first I need to get this rear strut out of here, make room for my BC Racing coilovers. I'm gonna put the coilovers on first and then install the tow arms. Luckily, even though one of the bolts was stripped out of that bucket, this kit that I got actually comes with lockout washers and new hardware. So thank goodness this isn't another nightmare situation.
With the fake stop, they be thinking it's a game, but it's just not. They be thinking we the same, but the subpart. Leave from drug through the mud when the flood stop, pull up. Hey, I feel amazing. Pyramid scheme, how I play the angle. I send it to your girl, but I make a facelift. This is your brain motivation. I be hella wild, but you can't tame me. Got the keys to the cradle with no cable. Smelling like basil. Yeah, I got the flavor. I ain't got no patience. Kept it with a savor. I be on their nerve, bet it feel painful. Make a sour when I serve, had a dish tasted. Show a conversation. Give them waves till they make sure the flotation. It's outrageous. Righteous with the sound, but a finger razor to the whole nation. Yelling out 12 till they throw me in the cell, but then make bail for the young and rebellious generation. Keep it all the way get thousand. I remember how the ground feels. I left the city, I've been browsing. Treading water that they drown.
While I was working on the rear, Adam got all of the stock suspension off of the front, so we are good to go. I have said bye to the stock Z Life, and I'm ready for some BC Racing coilovers. Are we gonna start off slammed?
Who do you think you'd be with?
Slammed? Slammed, boy?
Slammed. So, what do you say we go all the way slammed, and then
All the way?
do you want a little bit higher than that, just for if you're gonna be dailying it and stuff, so you're not scraping on stuff?
Wait, slammed on these, I'll scrape? I thought we did that on the Barbie car, and it was way better than those race lands I was on.
It's still better, but it's like still pretty low.
Yeah, sure. Just a slightly higher.
I'll go.
Will you judge me though if I'm not all the way slammed?
Yes.
Wow.
What? I'm gonna show you real quick.
It's just, I don't like.
Look at you with your Tumo tire hat.
Get the mullet.
And the mullet. He's trying, y'all.
Hand on the shaft. I'm taking this, and you hear it's clicking?
Let me try it.
Clicking's no good. So just twist left and right like a. You see others play?
Okay.
Where this one, I believe, is better. Now feel this one. This one would be acceptable.
Oh yeah, that's more tighter.
Yep. So we're just looking for tightness, and then I believe on an S13, each side is a slightly different length. So we'll just want to make sure the pair comes with like both flanks.
Did you learn, Chris?
Yes.
Did you learn how to tell if an axle's dead or not? Okay, so Adam's car has some broken axles, or one, right?
Yeah, it's doing weird stuff. Like yours had play. Mine does some weird thing where like when the wheel turns, the axle goes gong 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 gong.
Yeah, like that. Wait, what was that? Anyway, we just realized that, and he was driving to test it out, and thank goodness. So now Chris hustled, and it is super late, and he found some axles to buy. What? Like, that never happened. So Chris is about to go make a last minute trip. He was just learning how to tell if an axle is dead or not. So you think you got this?
I hope.
Me
And
too.
if not, we got FaceTime.
Me too. No, I hope. Me
too.
It's all on you.
You too?
Me too.
You too?
Me too.
Dude, come here.
Oh my gosh, stop! car is done. I can now move to the front. Adam already set the right height on these. We ended up setting this a little bit higher than the Barbie 350Z just because I have a front bumper on this car and I don't on the Barbie one. So we lowered it all the way and then raised it about that much on each one, the thickness of this. That's what we're gonna start with for the front. Now, after I get the front coilovers on, the only thing left to do is swap on my new tie rods that have built-in rack spacers. I wanted to get those on the car just so I have more usable angle from my DK Tech angle kit, but we're getting there. With my BC Racing coilovers. Is it the other side now?
I don't think it's the axle. I think it's something else. Maybe like the strut is loose or something. It sounds like part of the chassis. Like
let's get it on the lift. These are the new tie rods that I'm putting on the car. Boom.
Your limiting factor for your angle is going to be your tie rods, even with the rack spacers. So what's really important to do is just center the rack so you have the same amount of lock on both sides.
Mine was way off. My steering wheel was like all over the place.
Yeah, so I made you put your steering wheel straight, right?
Yep.
So if we did it based off the steering wheel and didn't match the steering wheel to where the rack is straight, you have 2 1/4 on this side, and then on this side, it's important to measure to this edge because that's where the rack actually stops because it's recessed in there. So you have 2 1/4, and then on this side you have basically 3. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring this down. Oh, your steering wheel's locked.
Dum dum.
So we're gonna make a mark on the rack from like the shaft to the rack, so in the future we don't have to measure again and we can just line that up. It's pretty helpful. Sometimes in cars the steering wheel actually, like the hub will have a little up arrow. I don't remember if Z's are like that, but it might be, in which case you would just basically turn the shaft until that dot's at 12 o'clock and then you would know that your rack is centered. But I don't remember if that was Z or another car.
Really?
I've never felt a stock handbrake like this. Works better than your hydro and your other.
Whatever.
I promise. You just have to be careful not to abuse it because you'll stretch. Oh, is this my camera? Oh, this is for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I use this in my video too?
Maybe.
Look at guys. Look what I made. This is.
You're so proud right now.
So
it is pretty impressive.
I couldn't slide it on the handle that much, so I put a brace on top and then another brace on the bottom, and then use hose clamps to brace them together.
What?
And then, but the real trick and the magic is just dialing in the handbrake shoes, and then tightening this cable a little bit. But yeah, it's like phenomenal. Bad news. Your wheels will hit your control arm right now, so it scraped a little bit. 2 solutions for that: either we put bump stops in, you have a little bit less angle, or if you have spacers that we can fit in front to space the wheel out a little bit more.
Okay, what was I saying? Oh yeah. No, my gosh. My camera died, so here's the end result. We ended up doing a bunch of little things, had to tighten everything from the top. We put the new tie rods on with the rack spacers. What else? Oh, he's busting out the camber gauge now? What? Basically trying to get it all buttoned up because now the trailer is also here so we can load, and it's really late. But the good news is the install went smoothly for the BC Racing coilovers, and I will have those on the car for the track day tomorrow, as well as my super custom, totally awesome e-brake.
Down.